Hey everybody, Sunset Bay Money here. I came home from work at 7 this morning, watched a little bit of TV, and then I jumped in bed and slept for a couple hours. Hence the crazy looking hair. Anyway, I wanted to explain what this video kind of means to me. I got a package in the mail today from my friend Chad the Fat Man. For some reason, he's taken me under his wing and made me the beneficiary of some gifts that are just... I can't explain why this man is so friendly to me, but I appreciate him. And it's not only I that benefit from his generosity, my son does too, because I share with my son often with the Fat Man sent me. So anyway, let me give a little preface to this video. A year ago in June I think it was a year, that I took this new job, and it doesn't pay very much money at all. Really bad wages. And I questioned my purpose for being there in the first place. In the beginning, it seemed that I was totally led by God. This is where I'm supposed to be, and I have to put faith in that this is where I'm supposed to be. Things will work for me. Things will turn out for me. I just have to believe that God is leading me in the right path. God, why am I there? Why am I suffering like this? I'm not supposed to suffer. I'm supposed to excel. So I've been waiting for a sign patiently, and all of a sudden last week they announced that there's raises. Everybody's being given a raise. Well, I thought to myself, I heard what the one girl had gotten that does the same job I do. And I said, wow, that's a impressive raise. It's not what I used to make, obviously, but it would still be enough money that I would not have to be so worried about bills as I am now. So one by one, everybody was called in and told what their raise was. And I wasn't. And I said, well, this is just God testing me. Keep believing that this is going to happen. It's been going on it's 2 weeks now. I think a little over a week and a half. And no raise for me. Everybody else that does the job I do has been given a raise. And I started to get bitter, and it's really hard to believe that God has a plan for you when everything that you see with your eyes tells you things are not good. It's really, that's a step in faith that is very hard. So I started to get bitter, and I just kept telling myself, I don't want to say bad things, but I work really hard at what I do. And I thought somebody would recognize those efforts, and then I would get a raise, but it didn't happen. So instead of getting angry, I had to take a step back and say that I'm still going to believe in faith that something is going to work out here. So I'm still going to work. I haven't left the job. I've considered going and finding another job, because I thought maybe that's what God wants me to do. Go find another job. But it doesn't feel like that's the right thing. It feels like I'm supposed to be where I'm at. So I'm just holding on to see what the outcome of all this is. So I've been pretty down in the dumps last couple of days, wondering what I'm supposed to do financially wise. But when you're saying that you're going to walk in faith, it doesn't mean that it's always this smooth sailing. There's times where it's very difficult to walk in faith. So I gave it back to God and said I'm just going to wait and see what He has in store for me, and hopefully things are going to work out good. So meanwhile, I got a box in the mail from my friend Chad the Fat Man, and I thought I'd share with you what he sent me. And it's moments like this that I think to myself, I shouldn't worry. There's other people who are not blessed with the things that I am, and even though I think that the belt's pulled as tight as they can go, I am surviving, and I have a roof over my head, even though it's leaking right now. A lot of rain lately. I have a car to drive, even though I can see through to the outside in some spots, because the rust bug has eaten away some pretty big parts of it, but it still runs. So there are people far worse off than I am, and maybe God wants to teach me how to be humble and grateful, and that's what I'm learning. Hope you like this video. This was a package that I was told I was getting for no apparent reason. He just sent me this package. That's the kind of guy this man is. He's done it before. He has knife giveaways on his channel all the time. He really is a very generous man. And I've been subscribed to his channel on YouTube for years. And This isn't the first time he's brightened my day with a surprise gift. The point of this video was to show that even in sad times, whereas I'm talking about not getting the raise that everybody else got, here comes this package in the mail, and some people, of course, could make nasty comments and say, so what? You got some stuff in the mail from some guy. What's that got to do with your big old conversation about God and walking in faith, and it's a bunch of crap. And there will always be people that are think that way, talk that way. But for me, what I was trying to get across is that there are times when the struggle is tough, and yet here comes a surprise in the mail. No, it doesn't pay my bills. No, it's not going to take care of the car. No, it's not going to, whatever. But it was a sign to me that there's always a reason to be happy. You just got to get yourself out of the dumps. And no, I don't live in luxury, and I have nothing to brag about. I'm just saying that I work very hard. I hope for better days. And sometimes in life you get these little surprises that just remind you that there is good in life. And we just got to remember to acknowledge it when we have it. I know people go into the drive-thru for coffee, and somebody in the car in front of them will pay for their coffee, and they're all excited about stuff like that, as you should be. It's those little things like that that give you hope that things are going to get better, things are okay, and that's what I meant by this video. That while I'm bummed out about the raise, here comes this package in the mail. Totally unexpected, undeserving, of course, but there it is. Hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching.